Brief stop and start there. This is Ben Raven with MLive's Detroit Lions beat. And for those watching at home, the Jacksonville Jaguars just made the first overall selection. It's Georgia's Trayvon Walker. So there you go. Detroit Lions are on the clock, and we're going to run through this one more time. Since we got about probably 10 minutes to go here. For those wondering why I'm not in Allen Park, I got landed on the COVID reserve list earlier this week. So that's why I'm home. We're feeling all right, though. Theraflu is the best friend. Emergency. The Detroit Lions are going to have their choice between Aiden Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, and the draft's top edge rushers. You know, there's a couple cornerbacks in the mix there. Ahmad Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley. But all eyes on those edge rushers. And, I'm already seeing reports on what the pick is, so I'm just going to let you guys find that out on ourselves. We're just going to watch this as it happens. We're going to talk through it. The Lions are on the clock. Trayvon Walker just went number 1 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that leaves Aiden Hutchinson. That leaves Kayvon Thibodeau at the top of the board, I would say. Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley, Jermaine Johnson, Malik Willis, Kyle Hamilton are other names that come in to the mind and stuff like that. Yep. Nope, that pick is in. I know it. I already know what the Lions pick is, but I'm not gonna tip it here. You know, this was supposed to be a live reaction type deal. The Lions are on the clock, and gosh, yeah, it's pretty. What a weird draft process. Let's just say this: the odds makers tipping from Hutchinson to Walker in the final week. Just a fascinating ride. You know, let's talk about Trayvon Walker just for a second, because for the casual fan, for someone who doesn't pay attention to college football, you're saying, who? The guy that had, his pass rushing production was non-existent basically last year. I mean, we'll get into why here in a little bit, but just like the role he played on that Georgia defense was like, he wasn't pinning his ears back and getting after a quarterback. You know, I think he had 6 sacks. Yeah, there it is. Finally, 6 sacks, 7.5 tackles for loss, but he's an athletic specimen. I mean, seriously, in every sense of the word that I say that, he is just 6'5", 275, and he does things that you shouldn't be able to do at that size. And all right, the Lions are tipping the pick. The pick is in. It's Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan star. Aiden Hutchinson is heading to the Detroit Lions at pick 2. You know, the Lions just tweeted it out. And what? You know, I'm fascinated to see how you guys feel about that one. Hayden Hutchinson's going down the road about 20 or 40 minutes to Allen Park in Detroit. What a final season he had in Ann Arbor. Heisman runner-up, 14 sacks last season. I mean, not much of a knock on his game at all. It's Hutch. Balancing a couple things here. I mean, what a fit. What an absolute fit. And the thing that we heard in the last 48 hours is that Brad Holmes loved Kayvon Thibodeau, Dan Campbell loved Aiden Hutchinson. Let me just tell you, I think they loved them both. I just think Hutchinson fits what this team is about, what they want, what Dan Campbell looks for in cornerstone pieces. It's already in. It's Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan star. Aiden Hutchinson is coming down the line to the Detroit Lions, the Heisman runner-up. I mean, my goodness, 15 pressures against Ohio State. Those are video game numbers, and that's an easy thing to say. But, I mean, the type of things this guy did against the top competition, no, they absolutely still need help. And that's why they have another first-round pick. They got pick 32. They got pick 34. You know, they got more picks. And, goodness, this draft is rolling. The Texans with a surprise at pick 3. We'll see what happens. Kayvon Thibodeau might be sliding down that board as expected. I didn't expect that to happen. I really didn't. I kind of stood my ground on Hutchinson being the number 1 overall pick. Just an absolute, just a well-rounded guy. You know, it's easy to just see a high floor for a player like Aiden Hutchinson, but yeah, I mean, hey, it's Aiden Hutchinson. That's pretty exciting. Heisman runner-up from the University of Michigan. First-team All-American, just an absolute stud. There's just not many gripes about the kid's games outside of his short arms. I mean, I think his arm length would be the shortest of any starting edge rusher or something like that. Kyle Meinke and I got into that the other day. But I mean, Charles Harris is not coming out of college a couple years ago. He was a first-round pick with his short arms. That's kind of the mock. Yeah, only one good season at Michigan. I'm glad somebody said that, because only one good season at Michigan. Only one good season at Michigan. He had 16 and a half tackles for loss and 14 sacks. There's a lot of first round picks that don't have 14 sacks in their entire 3 to 4 year career. Trayvon Walker, 6 sacks this year. I mean, and the idea that he only had one good season is just disconnected from reality. 2019, 10 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, breaks his leg, pandemic altered season. I mean, he was rounding the corner that 2019 season. Then he comes back in 2021 and absolutely dominates. And a lot of people point to that college football playoff game against Georgia. I mean, screen passes, hitches, quick plays away. You're not going to see an edge rusher change a game when they're getting the ball out instantly, when the best team in the nation is committing multiple bodies to you. I mean, I'm not making excuses for the guy, but the knocks on him are inaccurate. The knocks on Kayvon Thibodeau were inaccurate. One good season at Michigan. Show me other guys that had that good of a season against that level of competition. I got work to do. I'm going to get out of here. This moved a lot weirder and quicker than I thought it was. The Lions, Aiden Hutchinson, I mean, it's always interesting to see the local kid come down the road. You'll see how that happens. I mean, an absolute stud, fits an absolute need. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Single season school record at Michigan. What more could you ask for? This team needs an elite level pass rusher. The greatest comparison I've heard of the kid is souped up Max Crosby. That's very good. This checks a box. This checks a need. If you're mad about this, go to bed. I'm going to get out of here. We got stuff to do. I appreciate you guys. MLive.com/Lions all weekend. And I'm going to go chug some Theraflu and tough this one out.